Yeah. Hey, week 3. Triple D. Week 3. You can't kill nothing won't die. Remember I say that every week. We going up today. Yeah, let that beat ride right there, PG. Let that ride. Hey, we going up tonight. How about them Seahawks? You know what I mean? Sorry, Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, cut that music, cut that music, cut that music, cut that music. Oh yeah, I love that beat. That's a hard beat. Shouts out to Gunner for a hard beat. And we're saying we trying to go up tonight. How y'all doing out there? We back again, week 3. I hope y'all had a blessed week, even if it wasn't productive. You know what I'm saying? Get back up this week and try to make this week productive. Same with me. We got to keep trying to be productive every time a new week starts. How y'all doing out there, folks? I'm back. Hey there. It's Drepher. I'm telling you. How about some of the games that went on? And the first one y'all know I'm going to talk about is last week. Now, I had some special guests here, you know, and I appreciate them for coming on, but I'm going to just let them know that Seattle ain't nothing to be reckoned with, man. We here, you know what I'm saying? Saints fans. You know what I'm saying? We got a big one with y'all coming up Sunday, but we're going to be ready to do it. Let's talk about some of these games that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Final game of the Thursday night game, we had the Dolphins. They was down there with Josh Allen and company. Oh, my God. Will the Dolphins go 3-0? Well, we already know that doesn't happen. Man, folks, I really don't know what to say about it. I'm going to give you a couple of my takes on it. We're not going to stay here long because it was a Thursday night game, but we cover all scores. Matter of fact, the final score on that was 31 Bills, 21 Dolphins. It's Tua. Dolphin fans, if y'all want to try to get anything going, I mean, I see the coach over there. He look like he's a little mastermind, but even look like he's tired a little bit of Tua. So I'm just telling you, man, when y'all had a chance to go down there and beat the game, them last little couple of seconds ticking in the fourth quarter, where it was a minute and some change on the clock, F2, almost to the 2-minute warning, and he threw that in the zone, that pick in the end zone, hey. It's nothing else I can say about that but poor football and poor judgment by the quarterback. So we're going to move on for that. Big shouts out to Josh Allen. They're now 3-0. Falcons at these Panthers. Oh, my. PG, I need somebody out there to help me. What you think about this pitiful game? We got a pitiful game going on here. We got a pitiful game between Atlanta and Carolina, who they 0-2. They're in the same predicament, fans, as Miami, going 0-3. I'm not going to stay here long. I say Atlanta look like the better team. I say Atlanta go all the way down to Carolina, down there to the stadium, Bank of America, and Hatchet, Robert Davis, John Powell, and all of the Panthers fans, because this year right here is a total disaster for y'all guys. Total disaster. We're going to keep moving a lot around, folks, you know what I'm saying? Packers down there at the Browns. We're going to have a big showdown down there. I don't know what's going on, but hands down, a couple of games, like I said, if it don't matter and it don't make sense, we're not going to stay on these games long. Packers going down to the Browns. I'm going down there with Parsons, and I'm telling you, the Packers will go all the way down to Cleveland down there in the dog pound, let all of the dogs out of the cage, and hatchet Cleveland, because they got a quarterback situation, till they think smart and put that Shador in, they're going to have a lot of problems. Houston, Jaguars. Now, another team, folks, that's shocking me out there a little bit is them Houston Texans. Man, look at folks, I could have won the bag last Sunday and these boys fumbled right there at the end on me, man. I just don't know what to say about Tamiko. He got to show me something as the black coach because you know how they do. He won't be there long if he keep performing like this. They also is in the predicament of going 0-3, just like Miami and just like the Panthers up there. So I'm going to put it to you just like this, folks. In the Browns. Matter of fact, all of those teams that we just talked about, folks, the Browns, the Panthers, the Dolphins, which is already there, and now the Texans are already facing going 0-3 for the season. That's a deficit in this league that very, very hard to come back from, folks, and everybody knows that. So I'm going to put it to you like this. I said DeMeco Ryans got to get it done today. Even Jacksonville is on the board with a win. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. I said Houston, go down there, folks, fumble on again, and I said Jacksonville, with the big upset home, just hatchet them Texans, because the last couple of weeks, DeMeco Ryans have been flexing. One-man team. They've been throwing it to that boy down there in the end zone of DeMeco Collins. That's all they got. Until trials start getting smart, they're going to have problems. You know what I'm saying? Bengals, Vikings. Oh, man, PG, there's a lot going on down there. You got a whole handicap situation here. You got Joe Burrow. He's out, folks, for the life. Y'all don't know. Joe Burrow's out. The head quarterback for the Bengals. He's out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I think it is with Terpto. So we won't be seeing him. So watch your fantasy picks on that. And with the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy's in. Oh, my God. Y'all folks watch this. Carson Wentz. Let me get my mouth fixed and tell the people this. Carson Wentz will be the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday at 1 p.m. Folks, I haven't seen Carson Wentz since he was under the tush push when they first started it in Philly. I haven't seen this man. I don't know whether he was bottling up sodas. I don't know what he's been doing. So I'm going to go and say that boy that got that backup, I don't even know his name, Joe Brown and us, whatever his name is, I think he'll go all the way down there to Minnesota and hatchet the Vikings, because when they gave us Sam Darnold, I think they gave us their future. That's what I think they gave us. They gave us their treasure, and they didn't know they had it. How about them Steelers and PG-13, and them Patriots down there? But I'm going to put you like this now. You the producer of the show. We ain't going to stay here long neither. The Steelers ain't shown me nothing in the last 2 weeks. The first game they got, I think the Jets really should have won. You know what I mean? We showed you what a top 5 defense going to look like, because I think Seattle is going to have a top 5 defense this year, and I say that. I say, hey, the Steelers go rolling all the way down to Foxborough just to get hatchet, because them boys ain't playing down there in Foxborough, and I think they got a good quarterback with me. I think he's going to do something today. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do something on them boys, and we're going to see what's going on. Rolling right along, folks, because we're not playing around. Rams at the Eagles. Leslie, Gus, all of you Eagles fans out there, those are the main two I know that be hollering, jumping around. Oh, you too, Doughboy, jumping around and hollering. Let me tell you something. The Rams in my division. That's going to be a very tough game. That's not going to be no pushover game. And you better believe Sean McVay always, they 2-0. You know what I'm saying? This is a battle of 2-0 teams. I say Philly will be 2-1 after this game on 1 o'clock Sunday. So I will stand up real quick and say, the Rams, not giving a damn, will go all the way down there to Philly and hatchet the Eagles, because they keep tush pushing and they're going to tush and push till they push out. Watch what I tell you. That ain't going to keep working. Folks, if you saw the play, now I like good football, but if you saw the play last week, you also saw what I saw. The last play with them with Kansas City that could have determined each side of the game, they was clearly offsides. They jumped over the line way before they even started to push. I'm tush push, whatever you call it. I'm just telling you, I'm not here to knock what people try to do, but if you're going to try to execute something on a football field, execute it legally and execute it right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying that right, folks. You know what I'm saying? Don't get away with stuff. But I blame that on the referees, too, because they should be knowing what's going on. Big money, God bless the day, my boy. Jets! Buccaneers! Oh, my God. I'm going to tell you this, folks. What Mayfield showed me last week, and he showed me that, hey, what he showed me against them, against Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, man, what he showed me against them. Boy, who did he play last week? Was it Minnesota or was it Atlanta? I think it was Atlanta. But anyway it go, he showed me that he's that 2-minute drill quarterback, and if you give it to him in the fourth quarter and 2 minutes on there, he's proven to me plenty of times that he can go down there and get it done. So without further ado, folks, I'm going to just leave it right where it's at, and I'm going to tell you like this. I said the Jets will go all the way down to Tampa Bay, where it's hard at, because they're going to be sweating, and get hatched by the Buccaneers. Hey, I think Mayfield got something to do with the NFC South this year. I just think the NFC South, hey, they calling for it, man, and Jets fans, sorry to tell you, I'm going to give you news as we go on. Justin Fields will not be playing today. Y'all will have y'all backup in. We don't know when he'll be back. So, keep your eyes on that. Folks, for a natural bone fact, we're going to take a break, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed what I'm giving y'all with the scores. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on in the county. I think Hampton County is trying to bring a food truck down there in the street, like a food truck parking lot. I know y'all seen it in the paper. Right around the industrial area, earlier branch down there, where all the plants are at. So people that had to come out on their lunch break when they only had 30 minutes and travel away to Yamasee, they'll be able to go right over here to a place that they'll have in the county now for people to go get their lunch, on their lunch break. So I think that's nice of what they're trying to do. There's a bunch of projects going on. I see the new store right there on the main strip right there is going to be opening up. Used to be the Nash. If y'all from down here in Hampton, Vaughnville, Yamasee, y'all know we talking about the old Nash store. I see they cleaning that up. So, Hampton's trying to build up a little bit, folks. But we'll be back right after this break. How y'all doing, folks? We are back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming with a little quick tip today to just tell folks that we got an idol. Hey, man, I want y'all to say his shout out to me. My co-host here, Babbo. Babbo can't talk. He's always quiet, but he gives me ideas every week. So folks don't laugh at that, but Babbo here, he gives me ideas every week. But me and Babbo here is to talk to y'all about stopping that violence. We still throwing up that X here. We don't say it a lot on our show no more, but we still keep that in our mind. But we also want, because Babbo brought this to my attention last week, he was like, hey man, hey Donnie. He was like, they always doing these mass shootings and we never talk about them. So I said, you know what, Babbo, you got a point. So Babbo told me to tell y'all, we really need to just keep our eyes on on school protection. Big shouts out to Anthony Russell and the Hampton County Sheriff Department on getting every school in Hampton that's under their jurisdiction with school resource officers. There will be a school resource officer walking down every aisle in the Hampton County district, so y'all can clap for that. All across the state, all across the world, other schools, I advise everybody to start locking down. You never know what people are thinking when it comes to this political stuff. Me and Bad Boy here to say you gotta watch everything. It's not about just black on black violence, it's about all over violence. So with that being said, y'all have a beautiful day and stop the violence and remember to love one another. All right, folks, and we're back, And just like I said, watch your kids. Make sure you know what they're doing. If they're kids and they're not adults, everybody need to know what they're doing at all times. There's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of dangerous things in these days and times for them to get into. With that being said and done, folks, we're going to jump right back into football. We got Daniel Indiana Jones, which is on fire right now, going down there to Tennessee with Cam Warren, that rookie. Hey, folks, I'm impressed. I just feel like New York organization don't really know what to do with quarterbacks. Like, when I seen Daniel Jones playing in New York, I said then, I know you probably said it too, PG-13, he was like, man, he's a pretty good quarterback. But now that Colts have made this move, I see why they made this move. Daniel Indiana Jones, until he lose, that would be his name, Daniel Indiana Jones. He's rocking, and he's drinking Coach 45. They're foaming out the mug down there. I say, them Colts go all the way down to Nashville to kill and hatchet them Titans, because they ain't going to be doing no fighting. Not with Indiana. Indiana know how to swing out of trees, not Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying? Raiders, Commanders. This is another thing we got to talk about. Folks was out there talking, I don't know why Seattle did it. Oh, what are they thinking about? Folks, Geno is this Geno that we know. And I'm not saying Sam Darnold is our savior, but he sure was an upgrade to me if it wasn't but 5% over Geno Smith. As you saw last week, my problem with Geno is he tried to do too much. That was always the problem. Yeah, he going to get you down the field. Yeah, he going to get you to the goal line. But when it's time to throw that improper throw, Geno is going to be that one not to know it and throw it. Last week, Geno had 3 interceptions. 3 people. He didn't get pulled, but he had 3 interceptions. Washington Commanders, they got a backup. Geno and them 1-1. These 2 1-1 teams. I really don't know what to say about this, but I say the Commanders will have enough home to do it to the Raiders. They're really not using Genty like that. He's still a rookie. I feel like he's trying to run people over too much. Hey, Genty, I know you're not watching this little show, but if you're watching our show, because it is going to be a big show, God bless. You need to stop trying to run people over just because you're fast, man. But quit trying to run. This is not college no more. Quit running them over. You're not gonna have longevity like that. I will say the Raiders go all the way down there to Washington, and they will be commanding without Jalen Daniels. They will hatchet the Raiders, because if Geno keep throwing that ball like that, we'll see another quarterback next week. Next week, Rock Nadotsky. Next week. Broncos, Big Bones, I see you. Rocky, God bless the dead, I see you. Chargers, what's going on? Oh, man, that's going to be a good game, man. Folks, if y'all watch the news and stuff like me, what I saw last week was I saw Sean Payton and his quarterback in a heated change. You know, the commentators, they brought it to you after the game, but they did it real quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying because they're white, you know, I would never say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying they had got into a little argument on the sidelines, but they showed it, and then they didn't show it. So, people, you know where I'm coming from with that. But I'm going to just put it to you like this. John Harbaugh, hands down, to me, is on a mission. And as long as he's on a mission and he keep Justin Herbert with 2 scoops with that sherbet, I don't see nothing going down right now with them Chargers. I say Broncos go all the way down there to LA to them Chargers. And they will try, but they going to get hatchet. The light them both too sharp, and they ain't turning the lights out down there right now. Not with the Chargers. Their lights on. They going to leave the light on for you. Saints, Ike, Toodles, Seahawks. I say it every week. I say, all right, Toodles, I'm going to go with y'all this week. Well, the clock has turned where I have to say this week, all right, Toodles, I can't go with y'all this week. And y'all better be prepared, because I'm telling you, we are making statements. I look at my schedule, and if we do what we need to do, we're going to be something to be reckoned with down that road, folks. Don't slip on them Seattle Seahawks, because the first game should have been ours too. We're not going to stay here long. I say the Saints not trying to go 0-3 just like the other teams I told y'all about. This is another 0-2 team. So they're going to come down there to Central Link, and they're going to battle a little bit, but they will fail. I will say that them Saints come marching straight on down there to Lumen and get hatched by them Seahawks, because that defense talking right now. We barking. Them pit bulls ain't on the chain, they off the chain, and we ain't playing. Cowboys, Bears. Folks, if you didn't know, now they made a big issue about it. I got to talk about it on our show. Big shouts out to Jadavian Clowney. Why I'm saying big shouts out to Jadavian Clowney? Because I saw that they say he got arrested and didn't tell the Cowboys nothing about it before they signed him last week. Well, let me talk about this a little bit, people. I feel like some news don't need to be talked about. The man explained that. All right, let me explain to y'all the situation. Jadavian Clowney was home in Rock Hill, South Carolina, where he originally from. Y'all heard what Dunny said. Rock Hill, South Carolina, where he originally from. He was in an apartment complex, and he was up there trying to visit his aunt. But where he was trying to park at was a strictly no parking zone. So the police rolled up to him, told him he refused to move his car. And, they locked him up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying he didn't kill nobody. He wasn't out there with no knife. You know what I'm saying, PG? He just refused to move his car. So why make something about it? And, folks, he will be playing Sunday. And with that being said and done, that's another 0-2 team with the Bears. Ben Johnson just can't get it together with Khalid Williams. Cowboys do look decent. I say them Cowboys go marching all the way down to the Windy City and hatchet them Bears because they out as hot. They ain't hibernating, they walking, and they in scope. They walking, and they in scope. Lord have mercy. What I love to talk about this, folks. This is a big division game to me. So I don't care who lose. I just need somebody to lose. Y'all ever been like that where you don't care who lose? You just need somebody to lose? Cardinals, 49ers, NFC West, big showdown, division game. Ah, wow. Tripper, what do you see? I got a 2-0 Cardinals. I got a 2-0 49ers. 49ers will be without Brock Purdy. I don't know what y'all tell me something in the comments later on. Am I wrong? All week they were saying he wouldn't play, but then I was seeing that he was throwing a little bit with the team, so I really don't know, and I can't answer that. So they might be with their backup quarterback. But if Kyler's Kyler, and he can do what I see do, San Fran is really not that dominant no more. I say them Cardinals go marching all the way down into San Fran, and they will hatch it. 49ers, because they're banged up right now and they need help. Real important if you can get down there and put their hands on them. They need healing. Yes, sir. That's what they need. Chiefs. Giants, 8:20. Oh, my, prime time, under the lights. That's time that game come on, y'all. 8:20 p.m., prime time, under the lights. Chiefs, Giants, oh, my. Folks, I see a vintage Russell Wilson. And they just know how to turn him loose. I see that Russell Wilson that I saw when he used to play with us, but I still see a little bit of that flaw. He threw a bad interception. Come on, Russ. We're going to start doing something on this show, folks. What was he thinking? And I'm going to start it up today. I got two people before I go and move on with this game, before we get ready to close this show out, with what was he thinking. And my first person on what was he thinking is going to be, what's that fella name? What's the fella name that we were talking about through the interception? But first, we'll do it with the Giants. Russell Wilson, what was you thinking? You got the game on the line. You got everybody thinking, hey, Russell's back. New York's fine. Everybody, they hollering. For a quarter, here comes Russ. Boom. Moonball intercepted. Russ, what was you thinking? Come on, man. Stop throwing the ball when you shouldn't throw the ball. You know what I mean? Houston, this is my last one and we're going to move on. Scribe, CJ, come on, man. Come on, CJ Scribe. What was you thinking about the other night? You had Minnesota on the ropes. You had the game. You driving all the way down there to steal the game. I mean, folks, this game was under a minute and some change. It was under a minute in the fourth quarter. What CJ Stroud do? Bloop, bloop, interception. Stroud, come on, man. What was you thinking? So, folks, that we going to do that every week to these people that make these bonehead plays, especially that causes their team the game. You know what I'm saying? So, moving right along with that being said, I say the Chiefs got to get it done because they 0-2 and the Giants 0-2. But one thing I do know about that Mahomes fella, he ain't going to try to go no 0-3. So I said Kansas City got to get it done and go all the way down there to the Meadowlands down there to New York and hatch it, them Giants, because if Russell keep throwing them interceptions like that, that boy going to dot right on in, folks. What do you say about that PG-13? He going to dot right on in. Monday night, folks, we got an oldie but a goodie. Lions, Tigers. Panthers and Bears at them Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Lions and Ravens, folks. Oh, my. That's going to be a good one. Both of them are 1-1. Detroit showed me last week that they are still capable of putting up that 50 burger. And, folks, y'all better watch them. Didn't they put up 51, 52 last week? Lamar still showed me that he can go down there and get it done. Folks, I just don't know. I'm sitting here thinking, but is my mind ringing in? And there it goes. I said Dan Campbell, he will have a plan. He on the road, but he will have a strategy, man. I said Dan Campbell and them Lions, when they come marching in, they will come all the way marching in down there to Baltimore and Hatchet, Lamar, and Henry, because I just don't think they're going to have enough to outlast these boys. Detroit putting up points. Folks, love your family. Live, laugh, no matter what kind of problem you got, you stand up. You know what, folks? A lot of people's problem is they get problems. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, you can do it. Pray to God and stay confident and stay positive. A lot of our people problems is as soon as something happens, or they go to crumbling. Crumbling ain't going to do nothing but make you devourer. And you want to stay away from devouring. You want to stay strong and conquer all problems, man. I don't care whether it's death, whatever it is, folks, whatever life throw at you. That's the game of life. You got to know how to dodge the curveballs and stay in the middle. But with that being said, I love y'all. And just like I said last week, I would love to be 100, but I would love for y'all to be 100 in a day. So I wouldn't know so many wonderful fans that we got right here on Triple D have passed away. We'll see y'all next week. I love y'all.